Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a fabulous day. This is Amber with Amber Crafting, and I'm here with a little bit of a different video than I usually do. I never want to be someone that does quote unquote hauls on this channel because I love using what I use. I want to be mindful about consumerism and not wasting money or contributing to like the ecological crisis that we're having. And I don't ever want to make people feel like they need to run out and buy something in order to do a project. But I do some shopping on occasion, and today I did a little shopping trip. I won't call it a haul. Maybe I could call it a tote. Like I bring a tote into the store and I make sure not to fill it. I literally pick up a couple of things that I needed or that I wanted really badly. So while I did do some shopping, it's not a haul by any means. It's we'll call it a trip or like a tote, something I can carry in one hand and skip on, on my merry way. But there were a couple of things that I needed or that I wanted or that I have wanted and for a while. And so I went and got them. I went to, well, three stores, two in person, one online. And I'll show you what I got, what I plan to do with them. And if you're in need of these things, these are great places to get them at pretty good prices, in my opinion. So, without further ado, I'll get this box out of the way. I'll talk about the box last. The box was an online order, and we'll do the in-person stuff. So I have this small tote. It's really easy to carry. Actually, I forgot the tote on the way into the store. The first store that I went to was Five Below. Five Below is kind of a new store for me. A new one had just opened in my neighborhood, and it's exciting. They have like items that look very presentable, like those Instagram items, those TikTok items, and and stationery. I know that they're great for stationery. I did get a couple of stationery items for Five Below a few months ago that are very high quality, I think. Some scented pens and gel pens. So what I got was an expandable file. This is from Five Star. And Five Star, I've used them since I was a kid. Very good quality. This was $5, and I forgot my bag, so I was able to put everything else that I got from Five Below into the folder. So that worked really well. The other things that I got were index cards, and these were fun because they're neon colors. And I got two of those. These were $1 each. I never used index cards from Five Below, so we'll see how they do. I'm not that picky about index cards. I use index cards all the time at, various. Oh, and here's my receipt, so I can talk about the prices. So I've used index cards from various places of various different qualities, and even the low quality ones for what I use them for are fine. So I'm a homeschooling parent, and in organizing the curriculum for the upcoming year, I thought it would be a great idea to have an expanding file folder so that we use a lot of worksheets, and I print out worksheets in advance and I kind of put them in packets for the day that we're going to use them. And I thought that having the expanding file folder would make it easy to organize those. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to have one pocket per subject or one pocket per day, but I'll experiment with this a little bit. There are 6 pockets. So I could potentially have like, Monday through Friday and then the weekend because we do like a weekend homework. Or I could do 6 subjects. There's some flexibility around that. And it's very, very well made. I like it. It's not that large where this could fit inside his bag. Sometimes we work on location, like at the library or if we're taking a trip, and I think it would be easy to carry work on the go. So that's why I bought that. Um, I'll give an update maybe closer to the school year on how I do end up using that. The second thing I got, so it's a folder, and the folder it was $1. I've got two of them. They're not paper, it's kind of like a poly material, like a plasticky type of paper, and I love the foiled accents on these. I got these strictly for me. This is an impulse buy. I want to make some pencil boards or pen guards for some notebooks that I'm setting up, and I plan to cut these up and add some laminate and do some projects with these. So, I think that's a pretty cheap material item, and I'll do a video on what I end up doing with those folders. The next item were mechanical pencils. We literally never need pencils, but we go through wooden pencils quite a bit. Um, my child loves using a sharp point, and I thought that mechanical pencils would be the way to go. These mechanical pencils were $3.25, which is not bad. You get 18. This would be the first time I'm using mechanical pencils from Five Below, but I liked the colors, so we will experiment with that. I do love using a mechanical pencil myself. We'll see if my child enjoys using it, and if he can be conservative with like pushing the lead out. I know that when I was a kid, I was not a good mechanical pencil user because I always over pushed the lead. So I think that will be a great exercise in control. Uh, the index cards I showed, will you just use these for like drills and for studying? I liked the pop of color. It has like a very 90s vibe, which I'm kind of into these days. Um, and there's a possibility for another project with these. I know that Erin Condren had come out with some reusable index cards, and while they are very beautiful, it's not something that I would buy because I think that I could make something like that pretty easily using index cards or even paper or cardstock and running it through the laminator. Like, I love my laminator, and I think that for me, it's a project that I could do. And if there's really beautiful colors like this and beautiful designs, I could make my own set of reusable index cards. And I think that would be a fun video to do as well. So that is what my plans are. This was a pretty small trip, like I said. I did do the backpack donation, so it came out to $17. So, $12 prior to the donation. The second place where I went to was Target. In Target, I went in only because I had a clog in the drain and I had to buy Drano. But I did pass by the school supply section, and I wanted to see if they had the composition notebooks, because we do use those, and I always like to get a couple extra. At Target last year, they had those composition notebooks on sale for 50 cents, and it was a really great high quality notebook. Um, but they did not have those on sale, so I'll wait like another week. I did pick up the Frixion pens. Frixion is one of my favorite pens to use, especially with homeschooling. We're trying to get used to using more pens. My child loves a pencil, like I said before. Um, he's afraid of making a mistake, and with the Frixion pen, since it's erasable and doesn't you don't need to rub it very hard, so you're not really messing with the integrity of the paper. Um, I love to have some extra frictions, at least until he's more confident with not making mistakes with the pen. So that's why I got these. These were, they looked like different colors than ones that I usually see. I don't usually see a green. I think the purple that I have some Frictions, and the purple that I have is a lot lighter than this purple. This looks like a plum. Maybe I can open this at the end of the video and do a little swatch test. That would be cool. I'll just have to grab my swatch notebook to do that. But so I'll put that on the side. The bigger item, and this is just something that I purely wanted, not something that I needed at all, but I have wanted it for like a little while. Um, Everybody has those Starbucks, I'm going to call them influencer cups. Like they're the cups that they're large and they're studded tumblers. Um, when I don't usually go to Starbucks, but they have a Starbucks at the Target, and when I looked at the cup, the tumbler is shiny and it didn't feel great like in my hand, like it was very sharp. Um, it may just be a me thing. Um, so I wouldn't have bought one, just because of the way that it felt, but I wanted one for the way that it looked. And the cup also, it's like $30 or $32 per cup, so it's kind of like an expensive thing, particularly where I don't need a tumbler, right? In Five Below, they have these tumblers, like dupes of these tumblers. Um, some of them have a better texture than the others. Like some have like that very sharp, again, like the cup is shiny, so the points and the studs are sharp, so they're not comfortable. And the ones where they have like this brushed feeling, it's kind of like a rubberized stud where it is more comfortable, but I didn't see colors that I liked. Or in Five Below, they had things like straws missing and lids missing. In Five Below, I think the price is great for those tumblers. They're $5. So I had ordered I saw the cups on Walmart.com, and there was a set of four for $16. So I ordered them yesterday and they came today really, really quickly. So that's what's in this box. The company that it's by is called Holiday Time, and it says it's a 4-pack of soft touch, maybe textured tumblers in white. So I got white because I think it's a clean color, it's classic. I could potentially decorate it with maybe some acrylic markers if I wanted to. I get 4, so I don't have to be the only person that gets an influencer cup. I could, spread them to my family. And I was surprised by how big the box was. It's a very large tumbler. They're packaged very well. I'll just open one because I'm going to have an iced tea after this. But this is the size of the tumbler. I'll grab a ruler so you can see how tall it is. It's 9 inches tall, and I believe it's 20 ounces. So it's BPA free. It says I don't know if that means dishwasher safe. I don't have a dishwasher. I would wash this by hand. But it's not quite rubberized, but it's not a shiny texture. And it looks like the cup is inspired by Starbucks. It's not a knockoff. You can see the studs, they're kind of triangular. So it's a very interesting design. Um, you can kind of get lost in here. Like I'm seeing stars, like if you connect the triangles. So just a very interesting detail. It looks very architectural. The white is gorgeous. I think you could fit a lot of fluids in here. Like I said, it might be 18 or 20 ounces. So, and it's very, very sturdy. I think it's a good buy. I'll give an update on how this operates. I did check, and it looks like it is hand wash only, if that's a concern. So I'm very happy with this purchase. Like I said, it was $16 for the set of four, so it's like a little 16 and change, so a little bit over $4 per cup, and I think that's a great price, better than the Five Below. So I brought out that, so I have the Frictions that I got. This is my bag of Frictions. I have the pens, the fine tip markers, and the highlighters in here. I just wanted to do some color comparison. And I have my swatch book where we can do some swatching. Okay, so I'm here. I have my Frixion page, and these were Frixion pens that I already had. Uh, we go through pens a lot, and I don't have any more of the black or the blues, so it was a great time to buy Frixion pens. So these are the ones that I have, and from first look, it looks like this is a pink, but it's not quite the same pink as this one. I'll open the thing and find out. This is purple, but the barrel looks a different color from this one. And then I have red. It looks like the red may be the same. So I'll do a quick swatch here. There's the pink, the red, and the purple. Purple is quite dark. Like it wouldn't look inappropriate to do homework in that, I don't think. I remember when I was in school, like you just had to use black or blue, and that was it. And I think that one of the great things about homeschooling is if my child wants to use a fun color for his work, he can. So I'm gonna open these. So we've got, looks like some great colors here. Inside the box, it looked like there were two, like these all looked very similar, but now that they're unpacked, they look different. So every color is different. I think that's a great thing. And this one, I thought this was a maroon. It looks more like a plum. So now let's compare. So I think this was the order that they were in. Okay, so these were the three colors that I had, and I'm excited to see that these pens that I bought, there's no duplicates. So here is a comparison of this is the purple that I had, this is the new purple. It's more like maybe like a magenta. So considerably brighter than the purple I had. The next one is maybe like a maroon. I'm excited about this color. So it's kind of a mid-tone between this one and the original purple that I had. A little less brown than I thought it would be, but also nice. Maybe kind of like a Merlot color. Then in the package, this looked like it was red. This is the red that I have. That's this one. So let's try this one. This looks kind of like a light red. And it is. It's like a light red. I don't know how to describe it. It's not a pink, but it's not a dark red. Maybe more like a tomato red as opposed to a fire engine red. So this I would say is fire engine red, and this is, the new one is a tomato red. We have two oranges. I didn't have any oranges. So here's the first one. It looks like a darker toned orange. So that's fun. I like orange as an ink color. Then we have a light orange. And this is very light, leaning more towards yellow. A pen like this, I like it. So this is leaning more towards a yellow. A pen like this would be great for dividing pages. I would use it for things like that, maybe dividing pages, making boxes. If you are a bullet journaler and you create those layouts and you have to do like a number like for the hours of the day, or maybe like a circle for the bullets. I think this is a great color because it's not overpowering on the page, and it wouldn't take away from the the actual content of the notes that you're writing. Next we have a green. So it's like a true it's like a lime, like a very bright lime. And then we have the blue. Blue is my favorite ink color to use, and this is a very nice blue. It's kind of like a royal blue, I would say, as opposed to navy. So this would really pop off of your page if you enjoy using blue as a color. And then we have the classic black. And you know, standard, very nice, tried and true. I would definitely take the blue for myself. My child will probably take the black. Those are the colors that we prefer. But very, very nice. This is very comfortable. I think that the barrel might be a little bit different on these older pens that I have as opposed to the new ones. And it's a nice change. The old ones aren't uncomfortable by any means. This part of the pen is rubberized, and on the new one, this part of the pen is also rubberized, but it's matte, so there's less of a contrast when you look at it in relation to the rest of the barrel. This one, the rubberized part of the pen feels more different. It's more not sticky, but it has more friction. um, Pardon the pun, but it feels very secure in your hand. And if you need that, that's great. Um, but this one feels a lot smoother and yes, more comfortable. And again, I don't want to say that these are uncomfortable. It's just it feels like a higher end pen than this one does. Maybe this is kind of like the intermediate user, and then this is the business class user of the Frixion. So that's a nice upgrade. I like it. I love all of the colors. I kind of wish that the package was a little bit bigger, because I only got one of each color. I could see wanting to have two more of the blue and the black, because those are the colors that you would use more often. So that is my haul. I had taken a break in between tapings, and during the break I did wash one of the cups from Walmart. So the last update on the cup is that I really love it. I filled it up with some iced tea, lots of ice, and there's no marking on the box. I'll have to look at the listing itself to see how many ounces it said that it was. I thought it was maybe 16 or 18, but when I filled this up, I filled it up with 20 ounces, and there was still maybe half an inch or so of room at the top. So rest assured you can fit well over 20 ounces in this cup if you decide to get it. It came in multiple colors. I'll leave a link below. I'm not affiliated with Walmart or anything like that, but I do love a good deal and sharing those deals if I find it. So without further ado, I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for sitting through this little shopping tote trip of mine, and let me know if you are getting any of these items for Five Below in particular. What kinds of things do you love to get from there? And how have you tried the new Frixion colors? Or are you into these influencer type cups or the studded tumblers from Starbucks? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Talk to you soon. Have a wonderful rest of the day.